like, boo. Boo. Send me that video, because,
That's a cup of water you just poured in your...
This is the story of Jalen Amari Whitlock-Easterling, aged 25, a mother of two who was fatally shot and killed by her ex-boyfriend Jalin Foreman, aged 27, just weeks after he did a drive-by shooting into her town home. Jalen was throwing a birthday party for her 6-year-old daughter along with her new boyfriend in her home when her ex-boyfriend showed up to her house demanding to see and talk with the kids. Things did not go well with that request, and the ex-boyfriend threatened the new boyfriend and also claimed he still loved Jalen while at her house. The ex-boyfriend shot Jalen 5 times in the face, then fled in his Tahoe before the police arrived. Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories.
Houston police are looking for this man right here. They say he shot and killed a woman at a kid's birthday party earlier this week.
27-year-old Jalin Foreman is being charged with murder. Here's what we know so far.
This story will be taking us to Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas has seen some improvements in its crime rate in recent years, but it still has a higher crime rate than similarly sized metro areas. 30% of homicides in unincorporated Harris County were domestic violence related. In 2022, 216 Texans were victims of intimate partner or stalking homicide. Jalen Amari Whitlock-Easterling was born on October 12, 1998. Jalen grew up in Texas, which was where she lived most of her life. Jalen was described as a happy person and loving person. Jalen was a beautiful young lady who did not mind showing how beautiful she was on social media. Jalen loved to enjoy life. She lived life to the fullest as she could. She loved to travel with her friends.
I just wanted to say happy birthday to such an icon. You are great. You deserve everything good under the sun. And may God bless you with many, many more. Kiss the boys.
We're gonna stop by the thing on the way back.
I was trying to close you.
Jalen also had 2 kids with a young man named Jalin Foreman, age 27.
Period. Let me see the back. Inches. All hers. Yeah. Look, risky. Say hey.
They traveled together, did a few things together. He did what he was supposed to do for his kids as a father. Unfortunately, things went left for them and she did not want the relationship anymore, so they separated. Foreman did not like that idea of him not being able to control a sweet and beautiful lady anymore. He wanted to be in her life and continued harassing Jalen even after the breakup. Foreman could not just take the rejection anymore, especially when he was informed that she had found a new boyfriend who she now loves. Jalen was happy with her new boyfriend. They went out and did a lot of things together. They went to see games together and did lots more, which made Foreman jealous. He threatened her, but she kept trying to move on and enjoying her life on her birthdays with her friends, not minding her bitter ex.
That shit was so dry.
On one particular evening, Jalen was home chilling with her young kids and her new man when shots rang out in front of her home. She was shocked to find out that someone had shot into her home. After a bit of digging, she found out that the shots were by her ex, so she went ahead to report the case to the police. Police were weeks into the investigation of the drive-by shooting when this new case happened. On September 12, 2024, Jaylen decided to celebrate her child's birthday in her home with her new boyfriend. She threw a party and they were all happy about that special day, but that did not last long. Foreman heard about the party, so he decided to be a part of it somehow. He went ahead to get some birthday present and headed to Jaylen's house. When he arrived there, he was met at the door and was not allowed in by the new boyfriend and Jaylen. He was told to drop the gifts there at the door and leave, but he wanted to get in. The kids came down to greet their father and retrieve the gifts, but Foreman was still upset, so an argument ensued between the new boyfriend and the old boyfriend. Foreman taunted the new boyfriend and talked about shooting him, then he went to his car. The new boyfriend went ahead to get one of Jaylen's guns from the kitchen. When the boyfriend went back to the front door, Foreman screamed out, "I'm not scared of you, I know where you live, and come at me." Foreman then started shooting. He shot 5 times. The new boyfriend fired back too, but unfortunately Jaylen had been shot in the face by Foreman. Even though the kids were at the door too when all this was going on, they were not shot. Foreman fled the scene after seeing what he had done. Police who responded to the scene said Jaylen was found with multiple gunshot wounds in the doorway of the home. She was pronounced dead at the scene.
A new surveillance video showing the moments after a shooting that left a young mother dead during a birthday party for one of her children. Matt Doherty has the latest from HPD headquarters with the story tonight. Matt?
Yeah, tonight neighbors are sharing security video which shows the suspect's vehicle. However, police are not releasing the suspect's name or his description.
My heart dropped. I was terrified. It was loud and it sounded like it was going into my home.
Houston police say a woman was throwing a birthday party for one of her children. Among those inside this home, her 4-year-old and 6-year-old, and the mom's new boyfriend. And among those not invited, the birthday child's father. Police say he showed up at around 8:30 last night and stood at the doorway. Then there was an argument. Neighbor Felicia Adams says the ex-husband was shouting.
Let's end this now.
Soon after that, she says he started shooting.
I stayed in the corner watching what was going on. I think I made eye contact with him.
Then she says he took off in the vehicle you see here.
My heart broke. I thought something happened to those children in there.
Luckily, the children were unharmed, but unfortunately, the mother, who was found on the floor by police when they arrived, was already dead.
Police later disclosed who they were looking for and declared him wanted.
Overnight at a home in Northeast Houston.
A 26-year-old mother was actually killed right in front of her children. And right now, police believe the father of those children was actually the shooter. ABC 13's Charlie Anthony live this morning from HPD with what we know right now. Good morning to you, Charlie.
Good morning, Samika. So according to detectives with HPD, they say that the father left the scene after the shots were fired. And right now they are asking him to contact their department because they want to talk to him and get his side of the story. So what we know at this point is that the shooting happened around 8:30 at a home on Houston's northeast side. And sadly, a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old were inside of the home when everything happened. So we learned that an argument started after the father of the children arrived at the home. Detectives are looking into whether the argument had anything to do with the fact that the mother of those kids had a male friend at the home at the time. So multiple shots were fired allegedly by the father. The mother sadly was killed. So take a listen here to what investigators say happened after those shots were fired.
He left in a vehicle, supposedly a white Tahoe, possibly Suburban. So we're looking for him.
So you just heard there, they are still searching for the father. And we also learned from police that they have also responded out to that home before regarding some child custody issues.
Foreman's brother had this to say after the incident. Referring to this gifts, he said, "And I will speak one time and one time only, short and simple, because that is my brother, a loving father that was pushed too far. He was robbed continuously and ignored it for the love of his kids. He loved Jaylen and still does. You got to know them. All women aren't innocent, not saying she deserves this, no woman does, but she wasn't completely innocent. It was an accident. He loves her and his kids." People did not wait to send him their peace of mind about what he posted. Foreman was later arrested when he turned himself in to the police. Jalin Foreman, age 27, is charged with murder and his bond was set at $1 million. Some people try to claim it was defense, but that does not apply when Foreman was the first person to fire and was the first to go get a gun. Jaylen friends and families were present online talking about how great of a mother and person she was. One person had this to say. It reads, "So we found out today that my niece Jalen W. Easterling was 10 weeks pregnant when she was murdered. Please help to make sure this individual is charged with the double homicide that he committed. This is a very senseless crime that could have been avoided. He could have decided to hold his own party on a separate day and give the child her gift. The two kids will end up growing without their mother. We do hope justice is served in this case. Our sincere condolences to the friends and families of Jaylen. May her soul continue to rest in peace. What a sweet, loving, adorable, and great person she was. Please stay safe out there and see you in the next video."